up in that bitch. And that's when they took that globe concept up in that hoe. Shit ain't came from us. They ain't I ain't talking about that shit. Placing the God and make God. Every time I told y'all this motherfucker is square from the center. Where they mark that spot in the center, they put that little circle around there, that little 30 degree black rock in there. Talking about it was magnetic, put that black rock in that bitch. And said it was the magnetism of the earth in the center where they originally said north was in the center. And that's why all compasses pointed north toward the center, toward this 33 degree black mountainous magnetic rock that was in between the same location where I'm trying to tell y'all they created this dumb ass shit at. All the compasses supposed to be pointing north. They might be pointing north out there. Not up. God and Magog are described as nations in the four corners of the earth. I told y'all if they go to my four corners, where the corners at? If it's flat, where they show you. It's square from the center, man, from the intersection. That's where it's square from. Then it's round is outside, man. Ain't nobody never reached the end of no more earth. Only nigga reach the end of the earth is you niggas on the globe. Cause you gotta circumference that end. The end of the world is end with you niggas. To us, it's infinite. Ain't nobody never reached the end of the mother, but we know where the corner's at. So may God gonna be the north, and God gonna be the east. See, these motherfuckers that claim they corners of the earth and everything. Oh, y'all still play. Y'all still play. Huh? Describes a nation of four corners of the earth. They are gathered for a final battle. The phrase suggested a global scale people who existed in the furthest reaches of the world beyond the boundaries of established civilization. Who are these folks? They trying to be some gods, ain't they? They can't reach us out here with that enclosed ass inside there with central intelligence. We ping ponging and goddamn yo-yoing and goddamn what they call that shit. We got the goddamn on the string now. Not the Muppets on the string. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, they got you on the string there, but they outside so far that you can't get to them. They on the corners. The earlier Hebrew text like Ezekiel, Magog is often associated with the far north. Oh, Magog is often associated with the far north. So you mean to tell me the north got a far north and shit too? They got the far east, the middle east, the far. These giant two motherfuckers I can tell y'all about. The Mongolian run this bitch run you. Sent you in the wonder. You wonder behind his ass. On the goddamn globe. Cause them Greeks, baby, I'm gonna show you. Often associated with the far north, creating a geographical sense of the edge. Huh? Why the North Pole sits in the east? Wilderness begins. Huh? So they just go off in the wilderness on your head. In the north, looking for Bigfoot. Looking for Grandpa goddamn Bigfoot. Looking for Grandpa Sasquatch. Cause you know they got the Neanderthal gene in them, man. They got them mixed with that goat. They got goat horns. The beast.
And a white.
Bestiality. The northerners. The north. The ones that sit across the falls from the Americas. Not sit on top of your head. The waterfall. You go across the waterfall. Niagara. Nigga, the falls. Northwest, no-wise. The no-wise. Keep your white ass over there, no-wise. Huh? The beast. In early Hebrew text, okay, man, God, you see what I'm talking about? They got their corners. Y'all be asking about the corners. I'm sure they claim their corners of the motherfucking earth. You dig? The Caspian Gates. Legend of attributes and buildings of these gates to Alexander the Great. Who supposedly imprisoned the unclean nations of Gog and Magog. So Alexander imprisoned this shit, and now he become boss. behind his daddy, Philip Macedonia. These the Greeks now, but they got their corners. God is the east. When the nigga that took your son, the Mongolian, the one you owe $1 trillion right in a day, the one who running the screw, the one who been at the green screen, the one who been come with the space movies and dragons and shit. The one who they cop out though. The Mongolians still got established laws down on the mama there, on the northeast playing these games with y'all, man.
Learn something every day, my nigga.
And y'all niggas wondering right on behind. This shit crazy. See, in prison, the unclean nation of God got made up behind massive bronze and iron gates. So it's the Bronze Age, huh? Coming out of the Bronze Age, huh? This is the time period. They told you right there, location on the map of Mundi. They were illustrated in the extreme northeast of Asia because they were placed at the edge of the map. They became synonymous with the unknown and the apocalyptic. So that's the East. That's the Mongolian. The ones who've been leading in technology for I don't know how long. I remember I was watching that video and they told they had them ships coming back from the North Pole. They said, here are the ships. Here are the ships coming back from the pole with the new technology. So they go get their technology from where? And where this bitch get it from? I'm gonna keep busting their head. But the placement of God and make it will interpret. I know it does, nigga. I know it does. Of the great stepper. The great steps, whatever it is, steeps, or whatever it is. In earlier texts like Ezekiel, they are described as coming from the uttermost part of the north. Magog, the beast. This they call geared to them, right? Like the Caucasus or the Urals. All of Canada, from Canada to Canada, I got me a beach line. Fuck with the real bloodline. God, the East, as geographical knowledge expanded, God was frequently pushed towards the far east. The fuck? What'd you say, Trey? Melanation 3GD. What the fuck you just said? I told y'all, when we go to talk about them folk on these folks already claim their corners in the head now. And they ain't gonna ball your ass up and send your ass to wonder for the rest of your life. Talking about these motherfuckers on some shit, motherfuckers ain't on shit.
Sam has got that.
Like some of the damn screenshots fucked up now, cause they not gonna get to this shag ass go to explain his ass. In the context, historical measures like the Monte, other planisphere at the orientation is key. Many of these maps were oriented with east at the top, where we find the word Ori or Ori. I told you Ori means east and Ois is west. Huh? We the west?
Order the eastern star.
That shit go one coming from the west over here, coming with mostly north. I know it. When he went up in that bitch, and that's when they took that globe concept up in there. Shit ain't came from us. They ain't all right, so it's like talking about that shit. Placing the end of the world at the upper boundary. Huh? East. That's the end of the world. Y'all can't go over there and see nothing else. You gonna go into the wilderness. We ain't got nothing else over for you to see, bitch. We come to take your shit. And send us some more of that goddamn Peruvian flake, cause we love to put it in our tent, walk around in our silk and free with these bitches over there. That's what we do. We like that dough, we come to get it too. Y'all play it. Where y'all get that dough? They come to get that Peruvian flake, nigga. I know they came and got it. They cut the whole goddamn landmass off and hid the whole Peruvian goddamn field of cocaine. And somebody ain't no land on top of the Nazca plate. Bitch, the Nazca plate, Peru sit on top of the Nazca plate, nigga. Fuck you, talking about who my dope at, bitch? Stop playing with me. I'm cheap cut the coke, I don't play with these hoes. The fuck? If you view the world through the polar atomical projection, like the Monte map, the corners aren't 4 points on the square, but rather the extreme outer rim of the circle. Okay. I go along with it, whatever you're talking about. Trying to see what my screenshots are coming up on fucked up. The corners aren't 4 points. What's on here? North is the corner. East, west, and south spread towards the edges. Okay.
They got that corner.
In this circle of logic, God and make God represents the peripheral ring.
Towards the Holy Land, nigga.
When you say you got a peripheral, what you drive a peripheral, nigga? That part of the earth farthest from the part of the earth farthest from the center, where it is squared from. Where it is squared from. That's where the square comes from. The center is squared from the center. So this is the farthest place from the center of civilization. So while Magog is technically north in the biblical sense on the map, they both end up representing the northeast. Ain't that a bitch? They both end up representing the northeast. Cause when they raise the ball up, they gonna tilt that bitch to the east. So the North Pole sitting in the east. That's why the Mongolian run all the motherfucking North Pole ice and getting all that jury ice and sending that shit back to you. That's why they excavate everything, got the ice. Alaska, Hawaii gonna have some flying do like I told y'all now. Because it took them Alaskan motherfucking Mongolians, Eskimos, to get them to the pole. Yeah, I know that real. What the fuck wrong with my motherfucking shit right here? What the fuck wrong with my motherfucking... Man, they got my screenshots fucked. Let me go over here. What it is one of the most fascinating passes. They skip my shaggy goat shit. If you ever heard the story about the shaggy goat there with the one horn now, he represents Alexander the Great. All you gotta do is line the time periods up, and then Alexander the Great, he go forward and his general continue his shit. And when they go over to Egypt, they create this dynastic period, the Ptolemaic period. And this when they go ahead and put the globe out onto the world, because the Greeks and took over and supposed to be so knowledgeable on shit. But the Greeks got their knowledge from the Cretians. See? And then the Greeks, but they got it second hand. They ain't get it first hand. They were students. And started making up all this other shit. Then went down to Egypt and laid it down for a minute till they got their head ran about that bitch. By seeing is one of the boom. This one the Crete meets the Greeks, right? Ancient history that represent the transition from the Bronze Age glory of Crete to the rise of the mainland Greek power. This was the transition. Ain't no Greeks talking about no motherfucking globe, man. Your ancestors ain't talking about no motherfucking globe, man. They said it's a transition. And it was it's second hand because the Greeks had another motherfucker. Then they learned from them. Lied with them. Fuck time, man. Before the Greeks ever set foot on Crete as rulers, they were students of the culture. Around 1600 BCE, the Mycenaeans, the first people to speak the Greek language, began trading heavily with the Menians. Those the Greeks. Menians, the Greeks. They were students. Ain't no Christians talk these motherfuckers man by no globe. Our ancestors said this bitch flat. Our ancestors was the first to navigate the waters. And they hid our motherfucking maps. Gonna say the Western world, those motherfuckers made their maps out of sticks and straws, but all this stone working, all these motherfucking palaces and shit we done built all over the world. We ain't got no maps. We made them out of sticks and straws. And y'all filing me, huh? And y'all filing me, huh? Come on, man. Were the first advanced civilization on Crete known for their massive palaces and maritime trade. They were eventually suppressed by the Mycenaeans, and then the Greeks started learning from them motherfuckers who suppressed them. They partners. The Christians took this shit over there and got ate up. Fucking what? They were eventually suppressed. Huh? Were the first advanced civilization on Crete, known for their massive palaces and maritime trade, coming to get these niggas shit. Let them niggas snout that Peruvian flag. The mother going crazy over my dope bitch. Y'all owe me for my Peruvian flag. Niggas cheap cut the coke. I don't play no motherfucking game. Y'all got real man. Alexander the Great shit. Look at me. They got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 screenshots to poke it out of the gang down. But it's all good.
They got the trade with me shit, you know.
Breaking in, I had some shit on there about showing what the Mississippi culture goddamn. They did not motherfucking. They said this bitch was flat. They the first ones to navigate these things. This agriculture. These are the people that's gonna feed the world. And we still feed the world today. The resources is over here. And the source is the sun. The source of the resource, life. Life itself. The heaven of the sun is life. That's the source of all this shit. The sun is the source of the what they call it? The planet, what they call it, the galaxy, what they call it, the solar system. Ain't nothing else got life in it but the sun. The sun will give the life to the moon. Everything in that bitch, the life come from the sun. That melanated is the heavenly Father. Don't keep in your goddamn face to you like you got some motherfucking sense. Mind that dick. I put this right here to focus on palace temples like Gnosis, which serve as administrative, religious, and economic hubs rather than pyramids. Did you think they come build? This is where the technology came from. Your bloodline, man, and you ain't no fucking Greek. You might as well start you a Creek fraternity. You get you a Creek fraternity, put some Creek letters on that bitch. Put that goddamn, put that ox in that bull and shit like that. The original Hebrew shit. Start your own fraternity. Come about that shit, man. Y'all niggas gatekeepers. Y'all niggas often wonder with these hoes wandering around the